Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Now we made a little road trip, about almost 3-hour trip, to buy some used solar panels. And the plan was to video picking them up, but it was starting to sprinkle. And you know how it is, you get excited, you're seeing the stuff you're interested in, and I forgot to get the camera out. So we're back home and there they are in the truck, but it's raining, so we got them off. I'll give you some more details. Now I got them unloaded. Here's one of the tags. They all look nice shape. 235 watt rated STC power. Power tolerance -3 to +5%. Rated voltage VMPP 29.4. Rated current IMPP 8 amps. Open circuit voltage 37.1. Short circuit current 8.5. Series fuse 15 amps. Bypass diode 11 amps. Maximum system voltage 600 volts. Fire rating C. And there's the rest of the ratings. It says made in USA. I thought I was getting more China ones, but these are made in USA. Only Merkel. Okay, says conforms to UL standard 1703. Oh. So we get a sunny day. We'll check each one of them out, see how they perform. Looks like Mr. Boots come to check out the solar panels too. Yeah, he's kind of nibby. Anyways, I thought I'd tell you what the guy told me about them. Well, I found them on, what do they call it? Facebook Marketplace. I'm not on Facebook, but one of my boys is, and I had him message the guy, and we made arrangements for me to come and pick them up. And I asked him what the history of them was, and he said they came from a residence, and they had 200 of them, and apparently they were on grid. I'm just assuming this, I don't know. Yeah, they must have been, because they said they bought one of the Ford electric trucks, and since they got that they were getting an electric bill about 75 bucks a month, where before they didn't have an electric bill. So they wanted to get more, bigger and better solar, so they removed these and went for a new system. So that's where these came from. Supposedly they're like 6 years old. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And they seem to be in good condition. Physically look at them. There isn't any corrosion or any hiccups on them anywhere that I could see. So today's been a rainy day until now. It just quit a little bit, so there isn't any sun to speak of. I think tomorrow is supposed to be similar, maybe a little bit better, but there's supposed to be one day this week when the sun's supposed to shine, so hopefully I can get a temporary rig set up here, and we'll just lay them out in the driveway and give them all a chance to show us what they got. So I'll see you guys then. Been working on a mount system for the roof. I can't put 4 of them in a row like I wanted to, because the roof isn't wide enough. And I can't put them all in a row because it isn't long enough. So I'm going to wind up with 4 sets of 2 I could do 3, but then electrically, because I'm going to Series 2 to get 60 some volts for the solar controller. So I've got some of that aluminum that I used on my other ones, and I've cut them to length, so they're about an inch longer than the 2 panels. And I've got a little spacer in between them, so I have a little give for expansion and contraction. So now my plan is to get these centered on there and mark and drill the holes where the panel's going to bolt onto the rail. And then the rail, I'll be able to show you or not. The rail looks like that, and this is going to be the bracket that I use to attach to the roof. So I'm going to have one in the middle, one on each end, and then there'll be 2 stainless small lags that go down into the roof, which I think that one's got 2x6s in the roof, and that'll give me about 3 inches of clearance underneath to work with. So that's the plan. I've got all these brackets made, and I've only got 2 of these made so far. I want to try it out first to see how it's going to work. So I'm going to go get these marked and drilled. Yeah, I got one set of rails made and attached to the roof, and I took one panel up to see if everything lined up all right. Yeah, looks like it's going to work okay. So I'll take you up on the roof and show you. Okay, this is what it looks like from top side. So there's 12 outdoor construction grade screws that hold the brackets onto the roof, and then each solar panel will have 4 stainless steel 1/4 inch bolts in them. And then I think I'm going to have like 18 inches between each section, so I can get into the wiring and stuff if I need to. Now what I did is I got that first rail over there, square and plumb and all that good stuff, and then I made a couple of jigs out of aluminum. They bolt right in I just put a bolt right in there, and then I got another bolt right here, and that just holds it in place while I get the second rail square, and then the spacing is right for the bolt pattern. So I think everything's going to work okay. I just got to make 3 more sets of those. I've already got the brackets that go on the roof made, so I just got to cut the length of the long aluminum frames and drill the holes for the panels. I'm sure you guys can hear that. It's been one of them days where you get just enough to fill your batteries back up. Started out rainy this morning and partial clearing this afternoon. This is how I get up on my garage roof to work on the windmill, and now it's going to be solar panels in case I need to get up there for something. Maybe even possibly in the winter time to clean them off if I get that ambitious. So what I do is I go up the ladder and I get on the roof of my little generator shed, which I haven't used in years, and then I just step across. Learned that from the cat. And then we're up on the roof. So my plan is that gap in the wintertime gets to be ice on the edge of that roof, and it gets a little treacherous. So I can probably see it from here. If I go over here, I have some walkway that got from a dumpster, and it's 12 foot long, so I'm going to cut it in half. So I got two 6-foot pieces, and I'm going to put them between the two buildings. I'm going to attach it to the little one and just have it float on my garage roof. So I'm going to do that in between making the rest of these brackets. Well, I was going to test a couple of these panels out, and I got a jerry rig hooked up here. And of course, you can see what happened. Just like always. Sort of like trying your windmill out. The wind won't blow forever. So if the sun comes back out, I'll show you what we got. Right now it's just about nothing, I think. I still got this controller here. The guy hasn't picked it up yet because he isn't ready for it. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's like 56 volts on the PV and 0.9 amps, 27 volts on the battery, 1.9 amps. The sun come out, sort of. Not going to be here long by the looks of it. Let's see what we got. 68 volts. .6, 2.7. That's kind of disappointing. Nope, there it goes already. Yeah. Thought we might get a little something, but I guess not for long. Yeah, try to be patient. Well, one advantage of the clouds is it's not near as hot up on the roof, so I'm going to take another set of rails up. And I got my walkway all in place. Much nicer. I got my second set of rails mounted, and this will be the third set. I got to put the brackets on the fourth set yet. Well, the sun's come back out. I'm still up here mounting this third set of rails. What I do is I get my distance from this rail to this rail, and I get my height, and then I got a screw in, just one screw in each one of the brackets, and then I've got these other pieces of aluminum which are for spacing, so I put two of those on, top and middle, and then I'll take my square and I'll get this square here, which it's not. I don't think I can hold, I can't hold the camera and do it, so. But anyways, I'll get this square, and then I can go ahead and put the screws in these brackets. So that's how I've been doing it. Seems like it's working out pretty good. If you look down through all of those, they all look nice and straight. So let's go down and see what the solar panels are doing now. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see it. 2.4 amps on the PV, 63 volts, and 5.7 amps going to the battery, 29 volts. So, as you can see, I got a real jerry rig here. I got a little test cord with some clip wires on. It's probably only in number 16. And I got it going to a 50-foot extension cord, which I think is a number 14. And it comes in here And I got a couple more clip wires just going up to where my batteries are. So, you know, not ideal conditions, but I just wanted to see, make sure they work and everything. I have no reason. I was going to test them all, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna, because they all look really nice. And you know, the guy I bought them from, he's in the solar business, so I don't think he would sell us anything bad. So I'm not going to test any more of them. I just wanted to play with a couple of these. I wanted to revisit this thing. So we're getting up around almost 6 amps there at one point. Alright, well, get back to my mounting rails. Well, this old guy's had enough for today. Might not be able to move tomorrow. But I got more of them mounted. Ground wires attached to them. I'm happy so far. When I was bringing these up, I noticed some of them are consecutive serial numbers too. Still grumpy. At least it wasn't hot up here working. Well, that was number 7. I got one more to go. Well, there they are. They're all mounted. Now I can start on running some wires. I do have all the grounds, ground from each panel. I got them run up and tied together. And I got a piece of ground wire here, which is going to be my next move. That's going to run over and catch the ground on the windmill too. And then that goes down to a ground rod over there. I have a ground rod on the windmill, but got kind of a chintzy wire going to it, so this will be an upgrade for the windmill too. So that's my next move. Now I got another day's work in on her. I think we're going to call this good. Probably won't be till next week that I can get some more wiring done. We have a fall festival coming up at our engine club, and we've got some school kids coming. So I got to get prepared for that. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so Thursday I got to get prepared for that because Friday morning the kids are coming. So I'll see you sometime next week. If you enjoyed her, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching. See you next time.